on with the high school portion of the program tonight. When the county directors get together and select the guest conductors for both these ensembles, obviously we look for someone who's an outstanding music educator. We also look for someone who has a great demeanor and we're confident can work with our students. It's not an easy job to be here all day with a band you've never worked with before, very long rehearsal with brand new music. And both gentlemen tonight I think are outstanding in that regard. Getting to watch both of them work today, I think you'll be just really pleased with how they interacted with your students. But it's also a special treat for us. We can bring in someone who has some Fairfield County ties, and that's certainly the case with Mr. Bill Whitman tonight. He's even put together a program that has some ties to Fairfield County, which I know he's going to talk about later. My first contact with Bill Whitman was as an OMEA adjudicator. He's judged our band at Burn Union many, many times. And what I like about Bill is when you pop that tape in the player and listen to his feedback, you can tell that he has a real passion about music education. Whether he's telling your band that they're doing something great, or he's telling your band they're doing something not so great, that passion comes through. And it's been a blast for me to sit in rehearsal and watch him work with this group on stage, and I think you're really going to enjoy the program he's put together for you tonight. So without further ado, this is Mr. Bill Whitman.
Clap for that.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here. What a wonderful auditorium. More importantly, what a wonderful group of young people to work with today. I really enjoyed it. They've experienced a lot of different highs and lows today. And when you have 4 main pieces to put together, and you only have X amount of hours to work, you have to work hard quickly. So all of them came forward. No one was moaning or groaning or whining like they do at home sometimes. They were in there really giving it all they had. And we're very grateful. we're very grateful. And what a wonderful place to perform here at Fairfield Union. And I've known the school district for many, many years. Did some field work here when I was actually a college student. And so it's been really wonderful to come back to Fairfield County, become a band director here, move on to different things, but maintain that close tie with the community and the connections we have in Lancaster. So it's wonderful to be here tonight. Our next piece on the program is a very unique piece. It was written by Alfred Reed, a very prolific composer who also worked for the Air Force Band for many years. He, before he passed away some 10 or 12 years ago, he had written over 200 pieces for a concert band. This particular piece is probably one of his noted pieces, and several years ago it was on a state contest list, and so it is a little higher. The kids felt it very challenging today, and but by the end of the day, I think they're really enjoying this piece. It's called The Hounds of Spring. Please enjoy. sure we wanted to play that the first time through. But we convinced them. Which thing? Pretty tough. They worked really hard. And the next piece is kind of a unique piece. I chose it because it was a European composer. And it's always been a very unique favorite of mine. And there are different edits out there of this piece, but the one we have, I think, is the best one of the ones that have been made by Charles Wiley, March of the Belgian Paratroopers. And for those that don't know what a patrol march is, I explained this to the students earlier. Patrol march is as if you were in a parade, and here comes a band, but you can't see them yet, but you hear them in the distance. So the piece starts out softly, and as the troops get closer, the piece gets louder. As the troops get in front of you, it's pretty solid, and as they leave, it gets quiet. That's what we call a patrol march. So please enjoy March of the Belgian Paratroopers. this next piece requires just a little setup. So give us just a second.
Typical brass.
Well, I mean,
Most of the band directors, yes.
okay. Band director of Newark was always a percussionist.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Are we on? Oh, yes, great, good. I wanted to just tell you a little bit about this next piece. Many of you in the audience and many of our friends up here know of the late Jim Morgan. And Jim was a band director at Blue Carroll High School a long time ago, Watkins Memorial and Fairfield Local School District. And he was one of my very best friends. He unfortunately passed away 2 years ago. And the Ohio Bandmasters Association, which is an affiliate of Phi Beta Mu International Bandmasters, chose to remember Jim through the commissioning of this piece. Now, this is the first time that I'm aware of that it has been played in Fairfield County. So this is a Fairfield County premiere. So we're very happy to be here to do this. And so I wouldn't forget all my friends because they've all been great colleagues and friends. I wanted to just give you their names since they're not in the program. Certainly, we know some of the band directors up here. But on trombone, we have Paul Young, Lindsay Lawless, and Ben Factor. And on trumpet, we have, not in any particular order, gentlemen, Mike Maynard, Paul Imhoff, Tom Young, Bart Thickenpaw, J.D. Latour, Rob Falvo, and Mark Rulikar. Now, all of these men were either colleagues of Jim's or students of Jim's. So we're glad they're here tonight to perform this piece. And I don't know, I was asking Mike to see if Judy Morgan might have made it tonight. Is she in the house tonight? Anyway, Judy, Jim's wife, still living and carries on quite the spirit for him. We dedicate this to him and all of his colleagues. Please enjoy. Oh, and I forgot. There's a place that we'd like you to sing. And it's in your program. The italics words, I know it's hard to see in the dark, but you already know the hymn tune. Christ the Lord is risen today. And that's going to come in right before the brass players play. So I'll turn around and give you a little cue, and you start singing. And I guarantee it'll be a wonderful, eventful evening if you do that. Now, in a positive way. The hymn tune comes in early in the piece. Don't sing there. Wait till later. I'll cue you. Please enjoy. Raise your joys and triumphs up. leave, I just wanted to say thank you very much. Please support the arts in your schools. Great things can and do happen. Have a safe evening. Good night.